As the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan has left the Western powers in a dilemma about recognizing the new government in Afghanistan, Pakistan, China, and Qatar have stepped up efforts to provide assistance to the Taliban. The creator of the Taliban, Pakistan, came out first, providing basic supplies to Afghanistan, which includes cooking oil and medicine. While Pakistan has encouraged the world to pay heed to Afghanistan's economic crisis, the biggest gain for Pakistan from the Taliban's takeover is that it will have more influence over the country. Pakistan will also be able to access trade routes to Central Asian nations via Afghanistan. This will open up an array of opportunities for it to establish bilateral ties. Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi emphasized on the need to save lives and the people of Afghanistan with no strings attached. To strengthen the Taliban, Pakistan even called for Afghanistan's foreign assets worth $10 billion to be unfrozen by the World Bank and the IMF. Joining Pakistan in foreign aid pledges, China will be sending $31 million worth of food and health supplies to Afghanistan. Earlier, China expressed its willingness to increase engagement with Afghanistan when its Foreign Minister Wang Yi met the Taliban leader Abdul Ghani Baradar. Afghanistan has mineral deposits worth $1 trillion and large reserves of lithium which are used in electric vehicles. While China is looking at a major economic opportunity in Afghanistan, the Taliban spokesman Zabihullah Mujahid called China its most important partner, which represents a fundamental opportunity for the Taliban. China's Belt and Road Initiative provides Afghanistan economic viability if the Taliban joins the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Pakistan's former ambassador to Afghanistan, Rustam Shah Mohammad, said that the Taliban would welcome joining CPEC and China would also be very happy about it. Meanwhile, Qatar's Foreign Minister, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani, held talks with the Prime Minister of Taliban-ruled Afghanistan, Mullah Muhammad Hassan Akhund. The talks covered all the latest developments in Afghanistan, including the functioning of the Kabul airport, which is set to reopen with the help of Qatar and Turkey. Hassan Akhund thanked Qatar for its aid to the people of Afghanistan while stressing that Qatari people had helped Afghans promote peace, stability, and stood by them in tough times. It previously hosted the Taliban's political office in Qatar's capital, Doha, during the agreement on the US troop withdrawal. Sheikh Mohammed called for the unfreezing of Afghanistan's foreign assets as well. While thanking the Taliban for the departure of the first international commercial flight from Afghanistan, he said he expects the Taliban to depict positive statements through actions. Back in 2013, the Taliban opened up its political office in Doha, where a majority of its senior leadership has been based ever since. Meanwhile, other countries like India, Iran, and Russia have had mixed responses to the Taliban's takeover. Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar raised concerns about the inclusiveness in the new Taliban government while acknowledging the group's position of power and authority in the country. The fall of Kabul to the Taliban may give rise to a serious security situation in India. A new training module on the Taliban, directed by the Central Security Establishment, is set to look into possible threats following the takeover of the Taliban. Iran has repeatedly asserted its support for the formation of an inclusive government in Afghanistan after the Taliban announced an interim cabinet. It hopes for the participation of all people, but the interim cabinet is mostly comprised of old guards without women or members belonging to the Shia community. Iran strongly condemned the Taliban's military offensive in PANJSHIR. The Pakistan embassy in Tehran witnessed massive protests where dozens of people chanted anti-Pakistan slogans. Russia has been cautious of its relations with the Taliban. Despite engaging with the Taliban, they have withheld formal recognition of the group. While Russia publicly expressed its happiness over the withdrawal of US troops from Afghanistan, top Russian and Indian security officials met in Delhi to go over the security dangers that Central Asia will face. Both countries have collectively agreed upon increasing counter-terrorism cooperation.